Welcome back. We're coming to you live from Germantown today from Triumph Bank, and we have Hilliard Cruz with us right now. He's chairman of the board. Always like speaking to the chairman of the board.
Well, you're speaking to it. I don't know if you're going to get much out of it, but anyway.
That's another job of the board. You give up nothing. How long have you been chairman?
Oh, I'd say about 10 years.
And what was it that when they came to you, because whenever everybody's ever said, hey, we'd like you to be on the board, you got to go, okay, what are you expecting from me to be on your board? And also, you want to make sure whoever you're representing them, you're going into business with them. You're saying, I'm putting my stamp of approval on them. So there was something you liked from the very beginning.
Well, when they first approached me, I wasn't really that interested in it. But I found out who some of the other directors are going to be, and I thought, man, that's a good group of guys. I said, it'd be an honor to be serving on the board with them. So I did, and it's gone real well. I was one of the founding board members. And we have most of our board members are founding board members still.
And we were talking to Will a minute ago, and he said that when you started off, you had like 12 board members and 6 employees. I said, well, it's simple. You got more board members than you got employees. But you've had great growth over the years.
We've done real well. We got a good team, got a great group of people, and they really care about the bank and really work hard for us.
But I think, and I told Will this, it really does start at the top. It started with you guys when you first started meeting and saying, what do we want to create here? What's the environment we're creating? Are we helping or are we hurting?
Yeah. Well, I do think it does start at the top, although after I've been in this for 10 years, I think my influence is sort of about influence all I can influence. So, and I'm getting older, so I'm not as active. I'm not a salaried employee. But I did work a pretty good bit the first 5 or 6 years. I've slowed down a little bit, but we got a real good team, and I guess the directors help set that in motion.
Just the whole framework of where it's going, and your job is really kind of keep it between the lines. We set up the perimeters, and our job is to look and say, are we still headed in the direction we agreed to be going in the very first day?
And one thing I like to say is that we still have real good loan quality, and that's one thing you can't.
No.
You got to have at a bank, because you're loaning out like 10 times
your assets.
You're loaning out 10 times your net worth. Okay, it's about what
if
you're
it
doing.
don't come back.
If you're loaning that much money out and it's not, they don't pay you back, you're in big trouble. So 10% of your loans go bad, you're out of business. You lost all your equity. So you have to have real good loan quality, and we've got a real good loan quality team, starting with Will and going on down to, and we're real proud of that.
Is it because, sir, there's only so much you can go and look at on somebody on paper. There's also there's part intuition and part gut feeling that you think these folks, we believe in them and we're going to go with them.
Yeah, you got to have some gut, but I tell you what, we have to
back it up.
Have to back it up, and in fact, the regulators will make you back it up.
Yes, they will.
So they come in, and in fact, we got the federal regulators there now, and they look over everything, and that's one thing makes banks safer too. Actually,
well, it does.
We cuss the regulators behind their backs, but actually they do help make banks safer. And so it's not all bad.
My sister was in banking in Texas, and I remember her saying that when the whole Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac thing, they were if you were breathing, they were loaning you money. And she said, and the regulators were making banks loan. And so he said, we didn't really have any choice in the matter. And then when it all folded, everybody's pointing fingers at everybody else. But that's why the new regulations are in place to make sure that it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
again.
It's a lot tighter now.
Well, and it should be.
It should be. It was all out of kilter, that's for sure.
Because my daughter she graduated a couple of years ago from Mississippi State in marketing, and she went into advertising a little bit and just didn't like the atmosphere at all. And my sister said, why don't you try a bank? And so she went to work for a bank and just absolutely loves it. She's doing a loan initiation and set up the loans and all. And she
maybe we need to talk to her.
Well, we might need to get over, get a little bid going. But it is about getting young people in right out of school, and before they get kind of polluted with a lot of other thoughts, get them right on line with what you're thinking, so that the dream you guys put together early on continues on.
Well, and working in a bank is exposes you to a lot of different businesses, and you see what a lot of people have done, why they've been successful, why maybe they weren't successful. So I think it exposes you a lot. So I think it's being a banker. It's a good thing.
It's a good experience in life. I know my sister, they ended up owning a lot of different stuff they didn't want to own. They owned a winery that they had to go in, a Caprock Winery. I still remember the name of it, out in West Texas. And
unfortunately, all banks end up owning a few things they don't want to own. Okay, but we try to steer away from that. We want
you to stay there.
A lot of people. When you loan money, they think you're really wanting to try to get my collateral. Well, no, we don't want your collateral. We want it to be paid back.
That's right. You pay us back, we'll be good. We'll be good. Hilliard, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
And continue success with your bank.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right. We're coming to you live from
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, sir, and your bank. We're coming to you live from Triumph Bank here in Germantown, and we'll be right back. You got Santa Claus out here. We got some big kids over there getting their picture taken, and they got their lab down there on the ground. Got the big Christmas tree ornament around his neck, and so everybody's in a festive mood here at Triumph Bank in Germantown. Come see us.